The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this. Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, Nick Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Guys?
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. And the Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Follows his blocks. It's Wallace. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really, since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there.
Bernie on the Jets. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Penn State! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running inside, it's Jackson. He's past the sticks. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Tavian St. Clair unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Hard running there. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Right side, it's Jackson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in.
Headed to the end zone, runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Straight ahead, it's Wallace. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. It's picked off, and that's number 10. St. Clair throwing deep. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the first play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to...
Snags it, and he's open. The tag. All the way. Touchdown, Buckeye. On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes a catch. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. Throwing St. Clair. Escapes the pressure going right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started.
Ready, go!
Pulls it and runs it again. Fights off the defender. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Complete downfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Quick give. It's Wallace.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Got his man. Runs through a tackle. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The deep
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Looking to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
2nd and long here. Takes the handoff. It's Wallace. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when
and that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. He took it to the house and added insult to injury.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Going deep. Goes high to pull it in. The Nittany Lions right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He's going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is, look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Quarterback changing the play.
Where did he go?
Needs it here on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane. He found his crease.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And, guys, everybody needs to be on the same page. Those false starts in this part of the field, crushers. 2nd and goal. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Incomplete pass, but it'll be a productive play for the offense. This flag's going to go against the D. And they'll accept the penalty and push this offense backward. And, guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback's face, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Out wide right, it's Wallace. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Left side is Courtney. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. He's changing the play. Quarterback keeper. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You'd love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run inside, it's Jackson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains.
Sends it downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Cuts it upfield. It's Jackson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tavian St. Clair. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down. The back's going for the goal line, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Line gets set, first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You can tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Look out! And it's a sack. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. St. Clair. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw.
He's going to let it go. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 14 team, the Boise State Broncos. And it's Michigan State able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here. He's going to fire deep.
Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And I get why this offense is aggressive. They've been doing what they wanted, right? And they've built this huge lead, but they can't get careless. Like, don't make those mistakes that might get this defense back in the football game.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Keep it on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, St. Clair. He's got enough, and they roll. Nice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Good, strong tackle.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under pressure. Hit as he throws. He makes the catch. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tavian on the play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Throwing St. Clair. They just need a first down, but he wants more than that. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw one first. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Drops back on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
Stop right there. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the... Tremendous field position.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Tavian St. Clair. He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on 2nd down. It's inside. It's Jackson. He breaks a tackle. He's got enough. Racing down the left side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he avoids the sack.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. St. Clair got his man in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair fires into the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Changing the routes with his receiver. Fresh center downs going to the air. Complete to the left. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Fresh set of downs going up top. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Hey, you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play?
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Right side, it's Wallace.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Got to make the play on 4th. Looking for a big play. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Fresh center down's going to the air. Fires to the tight end. Looking for... He smashes his way through again. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Dumps it to the back. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Driving forward, it's Wallace. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to snap it quickly. 2nd down to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score. The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's White. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Throwing St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. It's a nice job by the defense disrupting the timing.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He wants to go deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation.
Looking for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Hauls it in. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Courtney. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. After the flag, distance for a first down cut in half. They can really get aggressive on 1st and 5. RPO complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got him right there.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Tavian St. Clair, still looking to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. The door looked slammed shut in this one, but that last interception may be just the slightest crack in opening here. Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Hauls it in. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Second down, going to throw it. He's going for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
The one thing thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
On the return, it's White. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Might as well run him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Penn State will spend its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Nittany Lions decide to spend their third and final timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. On the return, looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Caught. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And they'll take over.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now...
Gets loose in the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
54, Penn State, 35.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to throw on first. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Penn State! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
Great job defending by the defense there. That guy could have had an interception in the end zone that time. As a result, the offense comes away with 6 points.
The hands team doing its job, and that's going to do it for this one. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. St. Clair. Waste no time, going deep. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.